Hello everyone, how are you today? No good lah, because I'm going to share with you some bad news. I actually put on my Instagram to tell everyone that there will be an upcoming video which will not be good for you. And some of you are very nice. You actually thought that I'm quitting YouTube. Some of you say that I may be, Eric is taking a break. So everyone, you are super sweet lah. And for that, I will do more videos for you. And guys, many of you did guess what is the bad news. Some of you say ABSD, some of you say there's a cooling measure, property price may come down, and it's not all this. So what is the bad news? Last year, I actually shared this.
The next cooling measure, which is, I can say it is almost confirmed. The CGINA US is going to increase another 2 more times because they say 6 times. They already increased 3-4 times. So I think they are going to increase 2 more times. Interest rate will definitely hit 4%. Am I right? I mean, common sense, yes. If the stress test now is 4% versus last time 3.5%, your affordability has already reduced by 4 to 6%. That means last time when you can buy this property, now lesser by 5% means it's like one toilet 不见掉 there. Last time your budget 3 bed 3 bath, now become 3 bed 2 bath. No more storeroom. Very jialat. Upcoming 4%, if the interest rate hit 4%, the stress test 4% will increase to 来啦 everyone 猜啦 guess啦. So you see, people who bought earlier this year at based on the 3.5 stress test versus next year, let's say the stress test become 4.5. That 1% difference is like 10% of affordability reduced. How to buy? Everyone, people come to me one-to-one. Walao, I still have a lot of ideas. Oh, you can do this in order to increase your loan now. You can do this, you can do that. So the good thing, it still don't affect my one-to-one members, because I have a lot of crazy ideas. But let's say those of you who doesn't have this kind of knowledge, don't have this kind of resources, chui lah, just minus 10%. So you say, Eric, I wait until next year. Wait lah. But as I say many times, people who buy before you, they are always the lucky one. It's always like that. But some of you will say, Eric, what if next year recession? Because if you say recession, by right is the best time to buy. You also cannot buy. Some banks has already increased their stress test, and this week there are also some banks going to increase. There may be other banks following this as well. So what will be the impact? I will show you shortly. Everyone, if you want to keep yourself updated with the latest news, do subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. Last year, the banks has increased stress test from 3.5% to 4% because interest rate has been increasing. And I thought that every bank will follow this 4%. Until recently, I had people buying property and he took a loan from DBS and DBS gave him a loan of, example, 1 million. And due to some other reasons, I say, why not we try another bank? So we went to Standard Chartered Bank, and I was quite shocked that Standard Chartered actually give a much lower loan amount. Then I asked the banker, hey, why this one so low? Since this buyer has no commitments at all. Then he replied that our stress test has just increased this week. Therefore, other banks may follow as well. For those of you who just got your IPA, AIP, approval in principle recently, that amount may be reduced. For those people who do not know, I have a mortgage firm. We do tie up to all the banks in Singapore. So I go and kepo with all the bankers. Hey, so what is your stress test? What is your stress test? The first bank I asked is OCBC. They said that their current stress test is 4.5 and this week they may want to change it to 4.7%. And I asked more, they say that it is due to the fall of SVB, which is Silicon Valley Bank. So the next bank I asked, Standard Chartered Bank, told me it is 4.75% for stress test. UOB 4.5% currently and DBS 4.25%, and they may want to increase stress test as well. Maybank is very special. Usually when you take a bank loan, after approval, then they will ask you whether you want fixed rate or floating rate. Before assessing the case, they ask you first, do you want fixed rate or do you prefer floating? Then I ask, why do you ask this before approval? They say, oh, because there are different stress tests for floating and fixed. So if you choose their fixed rate, they will use stress test of 1 month SORA plus 1.25%, which works out to be about 4.9% as their stress test. If you are choosing their floating package, They are using 3 months SORA plus 1.25, and 3 months SORA is around 3.4. You add 1.25 is around 4.6 to 4.7% for their stress test. So in the end, how it will impact your affordability. So we will do some case study over here.
First scenario, let's say today you are 40 years old and you have gotten your AIP from the bank that you can buy up to $1.5 million. Today with higher stress test of 4.75%, you can only buy up to 1.388 million only. What that means? Previously at 1.5 million, you still can buy 3-bed, 3-bath condo beside MRT and shopping mall. Right now at 1.388 million, you cannot buy condo anymore. You can only buy 3-bed, 2-bath XEC. So not only you have downgraded from condo to EC, you have one less toilet now.
This is my calculator. You can go and download from your app store for iOS and Android. I'll put the link to the calculator in the comment section below. But I think you also don't know how to use the calculator lah. Second scenario, today you are 45 years old and you have already gotten an AIP or IPA of 1.5 million. Means you can buy up to 2 million lah. At 2 million, you can buy 3-bed, 2-bath, very new 1-2 years old city fringe condo. And let's say today you go to a bank whose stress test is 5%, and you can only buy 1.836 million. So from 3-bed, 2-bath city fringe to maximum a 4-bedroom OCR. Third scenario, you are less than 35 and you already gotten an approval to buy up to 2.25 million. And you are looking to buy city fringe brand new 3-bedroom, which is the cheapest entry price for today's city fringe new launch. And today you go and redo your AIP and let's say the bank is using 4.5% stress test, you can only buy 2.12 million instead of 2.25 million. Means you are priced out of city fringe new launch already lah. For the shortfall of the loan, you can also use another method to increase your loan, which is to show funds. So even you can show funds, the loan amount will be lesser right now due to the increase of stress test as well. So let's say today you are less than 35 years old, means you can take up to 30 years loan. Previously, based on 4% stress test, for every 100,000 that you show the bank, you can increase your purchase power by 96k. But right now, if you go to a bank that stress test is 4.75%, your purchasing power only increase up to 87.8 thousand. Guys, I hope that this video will help you on your loan affordability and of course to know the latest update on banks has increased their stress test. If you are looking to buy properties, just note that this has already happened. This measure may not be long. They may reduce their stress test later. In summary, I just want to share with you, properties is getting more and more challenging to buy. It is never getting any easier and easier. That's why when you are ready, you should buy as soon as possible, as young as possible, and the bigger the better. So guys, I hope that this video do help you out in planning your own property portfolio. So I hope that you can continue to subscribe to me so that you will not miss any updates. See you in my next video.